Welcome back to another For Honor video. Anubis here with the devstream recap. Today we are going to talk about a couple things. The new heroes coming, when they're coming, how much they'll cost, the faction war end, and some other information. So let's get into it. First things up is that I want to say that the console update has been pushed out this morning. Mine's updating as we speak. Looking forward to seeing, hopefully, improved connectivity as a whole. Let me know in the comments what you guys are experiencing on PC and on the console, and if this patch is doing what it says it's supposed to. Okay, so now let's get into the general summary of the dev stream from today. The first thing they really get into is speaking of the current problems today going on. There's just a lot of issues with like console not being able to connect, PC players not being able to load up the game. Long story short, they're looking at the issues. They have some videos and clips from the community, and they're using that to try and fix them. From what they're saying, they have some solutions that they will be implementing very soon. The second thing they really talked about was that fact that a lot of people are asking for a Raider buff, and that they were gonna kind of have something situated for 1.06, but basically it wasn't quite ready. It didn't quite work the way it needed to, so they were not able to put it out. But the quote is that it is coming soon, so we might even see it in update 1.07. Next, they briefly touched on rematch lobby and the matchmaking. They're doing some work to make that a little easier and smoother as far as matchmaking goes. And if you didn't know, now in the rematch lobby, so the match ends, there will be people able to join into the game. You know, like every other multiplayer game around. Yeah, so that's coming. Next is the new content, new executions coming, which, by the way, I think for the faction war, the first place players should have got some brutal executions that were, whatever. That and Steel should have been involved. But there are new executions. I'm sure Ubisoft will put up that video that was on the stream so you can check out exactly which characters have what and take a look at that. I will be purchasing an Orochi and Nobushi one for sure. They also spoke about the end of the faction war. You can check a video I had talking about the rewards that were given out. Although, again, I am not very excited about it. I'm a samurai, but I still think the Vikings got kind of cheated out of a proper reward. So that's that. They talked about it in general, about how it was a really tight match, and at the end of it, how it was so close. And they talked about some of the things that have changed. And they're doing a new series now where they talk about the faction war and kind of say some tips, some things that went on. So if you're a little confused about how it works, check that out on Ubisoft's page, because it's definitely some good information. One interesting thing I did want to talk about is that they have faction war tracking stats, and one thing they noticed was that the Vikings as a whole deployed more manual assets than the other factions. So the Vikings deployed 47% of the time manual assets, the Samurai 44, and the Knights 42. So that's a big difference. And you also, I wasn't sure about this, but it's been confirmed that you do not get your 20% bonus when you deploy all assets. So even the ones that deploy on the area you're at, you're not getting that 20% bonus. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is wrong with the faction war, or maybe something that you don't understand. And again, some of the more common responses I will try and focus on in my upcoming faction war video. The off season, there is an actual time frame. It is going to be 3 weeks. So you have 3 weeks to change characters, change factions, do all of that stuff in between for this off season, and then we'll be back into it. May 16th is that date. May 16th is the day the new season will start. DLC is going to drop on that same date, May 16th. Now, the characters, we assume the season pass holders are going to get them a week early, but not a week earlier than May 16th. No, they will get them on May 16th, and the rest of us will get them 1 week later than that. So that's May 23rd for those of you who have trouble with math. May 23rd, we will all see the new characters. Now let's talk about cost. What, you thought they were going to give the characters to you? No. Not real money, but it is going to cost 15,000 steel. You guys heard that right. 15,000 steel to get one of the new characters. So you might want to start saving up in this off-season. Deep in the south of For Honor was the quote, "The Centurion is on the way." Yes, that Centurion has been confirmed, and he's been noted as the Peacekeeper Killer. I don't know, might be my new main. Second one confirmed is not the Ninja, the Shinobi, which, if you don't know, is really the same thing. And let me tell you what, this guy, whoa. You guys have probably seen some of the teasers and the information going around online. All of that is confirmed. Again, season pass holders will see these two characters 5:16. There are little blurbs, teaser things that Ubisoft will have posted of the two characters' official information. Then Centurion will be in the hybrid class, a mix between a Vanguard and an Assassin, and the Shinobi will be in the Assassin class. The Centurion will be going to the Knights, and the Shinobi will be going to the Samurai. Subscribe to the channel for more devstream recaps. Next week they'll be releasing more information about the maps and the characters, so stay tuned for that. Spank that like button, and as always, I'll see you guys on the battlefield.